Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to have a bit of a discussion about EAFC 25. It's been a few weeks now since the game came out, Ultimate Edition, and I wanted to give my thoughts on it. So we're going to talk a bit about content, but it's a bit early for the menu and content stuff. We'll cover that first, but then we'll go over gameplay, which I've got a lot to say about. So in terms of content so far, I think it's been okay. I think the first promo team was okay. I think the SBCs have been a little bit underwhelming. The only ones that were pretty good have probably been a bit overpriced. When you consider Sesko is 100k tradable, but then Diogo Jota is what, 200k? I think it's a bit stupid. That Sesko card's miles better. Saint Max was pretty expensive. Haaland's too expensive at this point in the game considering he's untradeable. I understand SBCs early on tend to be super expensive, but it's just been really frustrating start to the game in terms of not really many good SBCs. I think Thuram's good, that's about it. The menu lag has been shocking. It's been fixed on PC apparently, so hopefully that upgrade comes to console soon. If that happens, then we're in a pretty good position with the game in terms of actual menu content type stuff like that. I would like to see him do more in terms of more SBCs, actual in-game tournaments, things like that. I think Rush was a bit stupid at the start of the game. Are you sick to death of getting out-teamed on FC24? Want that God Squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out iggm.com today. They only had 79 untradeable cards, but now that with Rush you can actually, that was a crazy goal by the way that I scored in that game. Now that Rush you can use nearly anybody, I think that's pretty good, but I would like to see him expand. Rush had a lot more cool stuff to it. Gameplay, we'll get to that. That's the main thing that I want to talk about for this video. If you're interested in getting better at the game, you like learning new things, tactics, gameplay tips, tutorials, things like that, please get involved. Every single day I'm putting out multiple videos to help you guys get better at the game. So gameplay, what do I think is good about the gameplay this year? I think the player roles are pretty decent. I think that those actually do make the game feel a bit different in terms of you can see the player roles and the players actually playing like it. I think that's a plus. But then instantly that's very restrictive because you can't really change your team up at all. How are you supposed to change your team up if you're trying to build it and to get good player roles, but changing formation screws that. So that's pretty frustrating. But I understand the concept and think it's a good idea and actually does play well in the game. It should be a bit better once we have more players that can actually play a variety of roles, I would say. So there is that. I'm trying to think what else I would say is good. I guess I would say for the most part, shooting's fairly consistent. Heading seems a bit more balanced than previous years. I think the playstyles in general are fairly balanced. I think the only playstyle that feels a bit stupid at times in terms of how good it is probably is the long ball one. So I think that there's a lot more balance in some of those areas. Let's get though to what I don't like about the game. The amount of glitches is crazy. There's so many glitches and issues on this game. So many things that are broken. One of the things that I hate about this game is that it's basically a month into EAFC 24 with the new FCIQ system. They've clearly just, and I think they do this every year, all they've done is just taken a patch or two into the last year's game and just built from there, which is embarrassing. Like, why is it basically the same? There's so many things that were broken at the start of last year that they patched as the year went on, and the game actually did get better as the year went on last year. Whereas this year, we've just got so many of those glitches instantly from the start. That is absolutely shocking, in my opinion. Awful development and not something we should be really getting as customers. But that's EA for you. Some of the issues. Corners are still really, really strong. The speed boost that was in the game last year is honestly even better. It's ridiculous. The opponent that I played here, if you watch him, all he was trying to do all game was basically spam the speed boost. His first goal, absolutely crazy version of it. Trying to think of some other stuff that I could say in terms of glitches. I think that the first time through balls are crazy. Talked about consistent shooting. That one wasn't very consistent there. The first time through balls are crazy. I think the tackling system is really poor on this game in the sense of sometimes the tackle's good, but a lot of the time the ball just bounces back to your opponent. That's shocking and really not what we want to see. It's super frustrating when you think you've done a good piece of defending, that out of nowhere you just get punished for it. Not sure what that pass was there. Passing, really inconsistent. I appreciate at this point of the game, we don't all have 99 5-star weak foot passers with playstyle plus on every single passing stat, but there's players who've got 90 passing with like a decent playstyle for passing, and they're still missing easy, in my opinion anyway, easy passes that any decent professional footballer would make every single time. So that feels very frustrating. The auto offside traps are crazy. AI defending crazy. It makes the 5-back really good. Right now, it's just quite a frustrating gaming experience, in my opinion, not one that I load up and look forward to playing. When I play against people that I'm a lot better than, it feels quite a fun game and I can actually play some good football. But when I play in division rivals, I'm in Division 1 right now. I think that's pretty solid at this point for a road to glory. I've not really been spamming rivals too much. I've been playing a few games a night. But all I'm seeing is that everyone just tries to abuse everything that's broken about the game. I'm not even blaming people for doing that. The game's the game. They're trying to win. I think this year's game's the most pay to win it's ever been, debatably. The only year that could maybe argue might be more would be 19. But the better players on this game feel so good. Like, they really do stand out. And that'll be for a variety of reasons. They have a playstyle plus, they have more playstyles. Obviously, they have more attributes. And I do think these plus player roles make a big difference. I think those make players play a lot better within the tactics. So I think once we get more good players, I think it will feel a bit better. But a lot of stuff needs to be nerfed, really. One of the issues I guess I have with the game is it doesn't really feel like there's much balance. It feels like things are either awful or things are OP. There's no middle ground, really, and that's genuinely very frustrating, I think. I want there to be a good balanced game. I don't want to sit here and say about all the broken things. But honestly, once you get to the level that you probably should be at, I'm not really seeing anyone say it's a fun gaming experience, to be honest. And that's not good enough. I think 15 wins or 45 points in rivals is way too much. I think that needs changing. For me, I've got the time, as it's another job that I do this, that I can do that. But the average casual gamer probably can't do that. I think just the bouncing system on this game is really frustrating. I think the meta's really poor. I think things will change as we get more cards out. There's a few patches and stuff. But as of now, I think it's a pretty poor game. And I'm not a big fan of the gameplay. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Do you think I'm being harsh on some of these? Do you think that... another one I have not mentioned is Trivellas. They're absolutely stupid. What are your thoughts on the game? Do you agree with what I'm saying about the game? Do you think that what I'm saying is not fair? I don't want to give EA a hard time, honestly. I would love to sit here and just say this is the best game we've had in years. I love this game. I load up and I'm excited to play it. I'll play thousands of games on this game this year. I want it to be the best game it can be. I make content every day and I stream it regularly. I want it to be a really good game. I don't want to load up and be frustrated at this game. But I can't sit here honestly now and say it's a good game. I've seen some people trying to defend it, saying it's a really good game, it's realistic. They honestly can't be playing at a high level on the game. It's just really at a good level, this game. Doesn't play very well. It's very frustrating. And yeah, it's just a poor experience. I think also blocks are a little bit OP. I feel like that just happens way too much. So yeah, I'd like to see quite a lot of changes to this game. I don't want to see things nerfed to the ground to the point that they're just unusable. I think that speed boost is probably the biggest one that needs nerf. And I think if the defensive AI gets nerfed, it's going to make 5-back a lot worse. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I'll do a video like this every few weeks to a month, really. When there's new patches, of course, I'll talk about that. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. As always, keep it spicy. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.